Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I saw two poems in here that were just really inspiring and motivational for me. So I thought I'd get on here and share it with my girls who are trying to level up or, increase their leisure lifestyle. So here it is. It says, I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. However, I begged that evening when I counted my scanty score. For life is just an employer. He gives you what you ask, but once you've set the wages, why, you must bear the task. I worked for a millennial's hire, only to learn dismayed that any wage I had asked of life, life would have willingly paid. Right? That's snap, 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 snap. Just reflect on that. Like, rewind that, listen to it. Rewind that, listen to it. Or better yet, just go out and get this book, guys, okay? And so, let's see, who was that by? It doesn't say who it was by. And then there's another one on here that I just wanted to get on and share real quick before I get into talking about today's video. Okay, so here we go. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you are not, if you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. If you think you lose, you're lost. For out of the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or the faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So I read both of those poems to you girls today because I was younger when I started this channel, and so it was about sugaring and finding a guy to like spoil you and buy you stuff, right? And that's all super good, and that's still the bee's knees. But it took me a bit to be comfortable asking for what I wanted and setting that bar high. Although in our daydreams we can imagine ourselves doing this and that. And this doesn't only apply to sugar dating, right? Because at the end of the day, if you are trying to be successful, wealthy, if you're trying to lead a luxury lifestyle, or maybe not even luxury, it's just a comfortable life where you can like relax and actually enjoy your life, then you will kind of automatically attract high value men and established men and wealthy men and men who are looking for a certain thing, like it's kind of automatic when you start working on yourself and setting your own bars high. And so I guess a lot of these kinds of videos that are done on sugar dating or leveling up are for the girls who haven't quite gotten to that place yet. And I feel like this is kind of my way of giving back, because I watch channels like Shira, 7-1 for a very long time, and I named some other channels on my last video. And like, I would say this: the first step, the number one step to sugaring, to leveling up, if you guys have seen any of these, first of all, if you found my channel, I know you've seen these other channels, and I'll reiterate it again. The first thing that you can do if you want to level up is to level up mentally and to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and level up mentally. Because these poems, and back to these poems, I'm not going to deviate from this topic today. These poems were talking about life. They were talking about thought. They were talking about expectation. And you literally have to have the expectation that you are going to receive the best treatment, the best offers, the best dates, the best guys, the most, mannerable or whatever, right? You have to expect it. You have to absolutely expect it. And so I said, start with yourself and level up your mind, because you can't expect to be treated like $1 million, right? If you don't feel like $1 million, if you don't think you're $1 million, if you don't think you're worth it, you could be like, yeah, so I'd like 4,000, a month. Is that cool? You sound doubtful. You sound like you feel like you don't deserve it. You sound like you feel like that's a lot to ask for somebody, right? But it'd be a way different ball game if that were to come out of your mouth and you actually felt like, yeah, I'm gonna get, like, I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say, but I definitely have been hearing this for years, as I have watched channels to like invest in my mind. So you can invest in your mind for absolutely free. Before you go out and get your makeup, before you go out and go and get some heels or go and get some nail polish, I actually say, yeah, level up yourself with self-care and level up your mind. But also, if you have been dating Dusties for a long time, you need to get naked before you can level up your mind and your outer appearance and your life in general. You need to get naked. You need to get naked with yourself, and you need to sit there and figure out why you feel like you want to be in a situation that is making you unhappy. And when I say getting naked, I mean this literally, I mean this figuratively, I mean figuratively. I mean, if you're wearing makeup, take it off. All those clothes, you're probably gonna end up throwing them out anyways, because for a bit, you need to get naked. And that nakedness is where you actually need to like have a true conversation with yourself. Sit there and rectify that you haven't been treating yourself good. You've been mistreating yourself. And then cry it out and accept that. And then once you're done with that, you'll know when you're done, because you'll be tired of crying. Then you start to change your mind. You start to change your friends. You start to change your life. And maybe I'll do more videos on this, because I've personally been through this. And like, when it comes to setting expectations, you have to look at your present reality of why what you're currently expecting isn't in said present reality, because this is helpful, super helpful. And it's a point where you're gonna have to snap out of your old way of thinking of you don't deserve this, or you're not good enough for this, right? Or who do you think you are to want this, right? And after you level up your mindset, honestly, you could go out with a bare face, not no baggy clothes. Like, I ain't gonna tell that lie. You can't go out with no baggy clothes looking like a bum or anything, but you could literally go out with a bare face in a nice outfit and just sit there, and your essence, your vibe, your energy will resonate out into the world, and things will start to come to you. I'm not gonna be one of the sugar baby people on here. I'm not an expert, I just live my life. But I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you go out and buy all this makeup, go out and buy all these shoes and do this and that third, because realistically, if you have low self-esteem, if your mind is like in shambles and you have been taking all kinds of mistreatment, you're not gonna wake up tomorrow and suddenly have self-worth, okay? That's just not true. If anything, you need to take the makeup off and learn to love yourself bare bones first before adding anything else. Because I find that when you love to learn yourself bare bones without any added anything, You can do your makeup way better. Your style is super on point. Your sex appeal, all the way there, because you have taken the time to like appreciate you first. Yeah. So that was what this video was about. I'm gonna try to not make my videos any longer than 10 minutes or 11 minutes. Go out and get this book. I will probably do a couple more little reading excerpts from this book because I'm loving it so far. And thank you guys for watching. Remember, girls, level up your mind. Forget all this makeup and stuff. You could buy that any single day. The mind is important in getting yourself together. And I am like putting emphasis on this because, girl, you can have your mind all jacked up and not focused, and you can meet your establishment right away, okay? Sure can. But because your mind is messed up, you're not gonna do what you need to do with the money, and you're gonna be back to square one, you know? So I definitely think loving the self, self-care, mindset, and expectation is everything. And that's why I read you guys these poems. Like, so in love with this book because there's so many great points, and I can see why this book is called Think and Grow Rich. Okay, anyways, okay, going over time. Bye.